Finally, after 17 years, we got... Oh, sweet baby, do I have a delicious treat for you guys today. We're torture testing the new 24 POWERSTROKE by pulling 30,000 pounds. All right, I might have exaggerated on that weight a little bit. All right, so if you've been living under a rock, the power tunes are finally here for the new 23 plus 6.7 POWERSTROKEs. And let me just say, they are capable. Coming from previous 6.7 POWERSTROKEs, these trucks are very promising. So real quick, let's cut to the chase. This is a 587 horsepower and like 1261 torque to the wheel. Dyno, tested, proven, designed. Now this is just the beginning. There's a lot more left on the table for these trucks. HO, non-HO, SO, standard output, high output, heavy duty, HD. So we will see more coming down the pipeline, meaning more power. So this is a full regular custom file just like you would get on a 17 to 19, 11 to 16, whatever truck. EasyLink has come through and we are able to flash the ECM. Now no TCM yet, so the transmission is, you know, still on factory calibration. And from the whole information download that I have received, the stock transmission is actually doing very well. It's seeing the power, it's realizing the power, and it's correcting to deal with the power. When the transmission tune comes out, by then there will be even more power in the files added, and also the transmission will be able to be tuned, so I'm sure that will be a whole nother situation. So guys, here's what we're gonna do. As you can see from the very beginning of this video, we got the excavator on the trailer. It is an E35 Bobcat. It has the angle blade and the thumb attachment for the bucket. So according to Google, we're weighing in at 8,600 pounds. Trailer is a Corn Pro 18 foot, 14K GVW. So what's that weigh, like 3,000 pounds? I could Google that too, but I'm pretty sure that one's like, let's call that 3,000. So 86, 3,000, do the math. 11.6 total weight behind the truck. Bucket's got dirt in it, machine's dirty, it's got mud in the tracks. Let's call it another 1,000. We're just, like I said, we're just rounding up here. 12,000, we'll go with 12,000. We got 12,000 pounds behind the new truck today. We're gonna flash that 587 horsepower tune on the truck. We're not even gonna let the transmission do a relearn. We're gonna flash the tune, drive the truck with 12,000 pounds behind it. Let's go. File complete, brother. Let's go off. Continue. Back on. Continue. Let's go. It is freaking hot. First start, 587 wheel horsepower. It says trailer battery not charging. Our trailer's gonna die. So should we go full AC? It's 91 degrees. 100% humidity. Seatbelt, I'll get roasted for not putting my seatbelt on, but I am putting it behind me so you can take a hike. We'll go full exhaust brake. All right, so far it feels exactly the same. Little grade pulling out of the shop. Oh, baby. It just wants to shred the tires. Zero struggle. We could have just smoked the burnout. Blind spot, cross traffic alert deactivated. Oh, that's because I got the trailer in. Ooh, hear that exhaust brake? Oh yeah. Ooh, pothole. So right out of the gate, you just feel the effortlessness of the power. I mean, it pulled always. Oh, I hope that ain't too shaky. It always pulled very, very well, but now you just feel zero hesitation. I'm literally pinky toe on the throttle. So like pulling out of this stop sign right here. Oh, it's just, wow, it's beautiful. Oh, it feels so good. Not gonna hammer on it yet. Maybe. Should we? We could hammer on it. I mean, do you hear those shifts? 6th, 7. The factory calibration on the 23 Pluses, I've said this in the first video I made with this truck, very, very nice. She's a runner! Alright, so I probably have roughly 100 miles on the rig with the trailer behind it with the 587 horsepower tune. I have not driven it without the trailer yet. We'll do that in the next video. Today, I had something to do with the excavator, so I went and did that, and I filmed it. First flash of the file, didn't even drive it empty yet, so I'm pretty pumped to see how it drives with not 12,000 pounds behind the truck. But operational temps and operationalness of the truck stayed 100% factory. It did not do any type of issues. Everything was fine. The transmission handled it superbly. All the temperatures were right within spec as they were before with the factory HO file. You just had that no hesitation, easy 587 horsepower, 1,261 foot-pounds of torque, driving with the trailer. Really freaking nice. Ah, dude, where did that come from? Huge bird crap. So I figured I would honestly do the towing video first because everyone asks, how does it pull with the tune? How's it going to tow? How's it going to haul? Can we still work with the truck? Is it going to have problems? Well, I did it today. I worked with the truck today. 100 miles, maybe a little more, 107 miles on the truck with that trailer, and it did absolutely perfect. All jokes aside, everything was awesome. My area is very hilly. Not like mountainous, but like definitely hills. It's like pretty steep grades up and down in these neighborhoods and stuff. So it's if you know, and if you do that, you know that it's hard on these trucks. You know that the truck's getting a workout running that consistently. I think I got a screw in the tire. Nope. Just a rock that was in there for a while and it wore flat and looked like a bolt head. Now that it's a hot rod, you know, we got to check out under the hood. Oh my goodness, it looks 100% factory. So here you can see what I'm working with. Factory intake, factory everything, factory coolant. Never touched anything under here. Barely even popped the hood before having the truck. So you're getting a first look and I'm getting a first look. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. So we have factory CCV. You see the factory CCV box in the back is still there. The new updated ones are pretty solid, but I'm still going to do a CCV reroute. Probably do some type of disaster prevention kit, or should we DCR swap it, or should we CP3 swap the rig? Now that we're pushing more power and we're unlocked in that aspect to add power, I'm definitely going to get this factory intake off of here. I don't know if I'm going to go open style or closed style S&B. I have not decided yet. Probably closed style because, like I said, this is not going to be a race performance rig. This is going to be a work truck. And when I'm on the lease roads, out on the well sites and everything, it's very, very dusty because I do know that these trucks can benefit from more air when you're running them a little harder than factory. So HO trucks, you can see there is a temp sensor on the hot side. So the hot side is the pipe with the red boots. And you also can see coolant lines running to the compressor housing. So those are coolant lines running to the compressor housing. Now I haven't personally tore one down. I've seen some videos, talked to a couple people. It is somewhat efficient. Is it a deal breaker between a non-HO and an HO? In my opinion, absolutely not. If you have a freaking lead on a standard output truck, and like you can get it at a good price, and it's available and you don't have to wait, and if you're impatient like me and you just want a truck and you're just chomping at the bit, get the standard output, because here's what you can do. You can put the freaking tune on and be running the exact same power as this truck here. that thing will just do burnouts with the trailer on. All right, guys, pulling out, going back home. So current mileage, we're at 5,288, 5,288. We started the trip just a hair under 5,200. So I don't know, roughly 100 miles we have on the truck, little less, 90 some. What's that? Engine brake, exhaust brake. So in the pipeline, we do have a, so this file currently on is the V2.1. We do currently have a V3 file. And dude, these trucks make some freaking steam, dude. And this is coming off of a hub dyno. So earlier when I was talking numbers and all the horsepower numbers and showing dynographs, the exact dyno that's on, because I know there's going to be a lot of speculation, there's going to be a lot of hate and controversy, which I like it. You know, what do you got? We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. I'm a very, very cool guy. Not trying to buffalo, hide, or do anything strange. If you have anything, questions, or you think otherwise, let me know. Shoot me a comment, shoot me an email. I would be happy to learn new stuff, talk to some new people, or just, you know, do whatever. So all these dyno numbers and this exact file was developed on a hub dyno and obviously road testing also. So you build out the base file on the hub dyno, you get it, you know, as dialed as you can on there, and then you go street drive and you finalize everything on the street, just to make sure it drives good. Because, you know, a truck on a dyno, realistically, you could do some weird shit on a dyno and throw out a huge number, but the truck would drive like ass. Okay, these are the 587 and 1261 are the final numbers on the superb driving file as it sits right now. 23 plus, they got it going on. So just a little drive video back. We'll actually hit the highway because I have not hit the highway yet. Oh yeah, with the engine brake on. I keep saying engine brake, whatever, you know what I mean. With the exhaust brake on, you barely have to hit the brakes on these things. And guys, I've been romping the truck, and my average, can you see my average in there? It's 16.7. I would have thought that would have dropped way down. Towing 12,000 pounds. And I'm babying the gas. You can, oh my goodness. I'm talking like 1/8 of a throttle, not even. If you guys tow a camper, or if you work with your trucks and you tow regularly, this would be an awesome, awesome file to have. It just makes it effortless. Not that it was a struggle before, like I said earlier, but it just, oh, is it nice. It is so freaking nice. See, like, you just tap the gas, it downshifts where it needs to. We're on, I got the Easy Link just sitting up there. 8th gear. It's beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful. Drivability is through the roof. These are now, with the power added, 23 power strokes, 23, 24, 25. They are the truck. Now, I still like my Cummins, I still like my Duramax, but these trucks are the answer. Wow. Oh yeah, dude, these factory turbos have way more of a whistle than the factory turbos on like a 17 to 19 truck. I mean, listen to that. That's not even a quarter throttle. They run so good. And what's crazy is I'm not even in tow haul. We'll go into tow haul right now. Where is tow haul? Right there. I can't remember if the gears hold a little longer in tow haul. I mean, I'm just tapping the gas. If I romp the gas right now, it would just burn out. Oh, baby! Does it do so good. So normally that's why I don't run it in tow haul all the time, because it the downshifts in tow haul they're just aggressive. That's just the way the Ford tow haul calibration is. It's just pretty aggressive. It downshifts hard. I like the pull in tow haul. Like, it seems like it might hold the gear just a little longer, and that's what I'm after in aftermarket custom transmission calibration. I'm after a little longer gear run out, and so I like that in tow haul, but I don't like the downshift that it has, because you know you're cruising 50 and it'll downshift pretty aggressive if you touch the brake. You know, it'll hold you back, and it's doing its job. So unless I'm like super heavy back there, like 20,000, maybe like 15 to 16 and above, I really honestly run it in normal mode. And if I have to, I'll grab and I'll control the shift myself. But other than that, I leave it in normal. But yes, very, very happy with the day so far, running the V2.1, 587 wheel horsepower, 1,261 foot-pounds of torque. 23 plus, 6.7 POWERSTROKE, HO or not HO. Superb, you will be shocked. All right, guys, that is it. This concludes our test for the 587 wheel horsepower, 1,261 torque tune for the 23 plus power added files for the 6.7 POWERSTROKE. I hear a dirt bike off in the distance. Don't forget, first link in the description, check it out if you need one or if you have this truck. Highly, highly recommend it. But as always, I will see you guys on the next one.